folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. So last year, 2023, everyone was fearful because the market was down. It was more bearish, more negative. Not as many things were moving. Everyone was a little afraid. This year, things turn around. They're more bullish. They're more positive. Things are finally rising. Everyone's still afraid. Everyone is in disbelief that these markets actually fluctuate to the upside, right? They see the alt-arts having some movement. People see the modern booster boxes having some movement, and people start to think something's off, like something's wrong when things move. And what I tell people is Pokemon's actually underperforming. I know, is that crazy to say? Alex, have you seen the alt-arts? Have you seen Fusion Strike? Pokemon's actually a little underperforming some of these other hobbies. Guys, as I've said in many videos in the past, there's a cultural shift going on, right? People that now want TCGs, they want collectibles as some of their primary things they spend their discretionary incomes on. This was not the case with generations of the past, right? They saw things like this as kids' games, child toys. Don't waste your money on things like that. Put your money to good use on real things in the real world. That's not the case anymore. People spend their money on things that make them happy, that make them enjoy life, that have them experience nostalgia for their childhood, whatever it may be. I'm going to prove that to you here today. So let's start off with Disney Lorcana. If you want to be paying attention to Lorcana, me, myself, I'm not the biggest fan of Lorcana, but you can't deny these numbers. Look at this. The Elsa card. The lowest list light play is $1,350. The lowest list near mint is $1,800. And if you're asking yourself, is anyone really paying those numbers? Oh, yeah, baby. They're paying them. Here's the recent sales for, you can see it's trending down a little bit now. However, people were and are still paying $1,000 plus for this Elsa card in Disney Lorcana. You go look at the Stitch. The Stitch card was literally a $130 card no more than, I don't know, 4 months ago. Now you're seeing sales in the $400 and $500 range. In near mint, the lowest one is $525 for a Stitch card. Cinderella, same type of story. This card was literally in the 170s no more than 3-4 months ago. Now it's selling in the $500 and $600 range. Lowest list is now $642 for a Cinderella card. We go to One Piece. You know the story of the Luffy. Oh yeah, the Luffy was $1,700 4 months ago. Now you're seeing sales in the $3,500 range. Guys, we don't see Pokemon cards doing anywhere near this. We're not seeing alt-arts double. Maybe some are getting close. We're not seeing double. Well, why aren't we seeing booster boxes and alt-arts double and other top hits double the way these other TCGs are? But everyone's worried about Pokemon being in some sort of overextension or overhype. It's not, guys. It's not. We can look at the Shanks, right? We can look at the Shanks from One Piece. Back in October, it was a $700 card, and now we're seeing sales in the 2000s. 3x, people. 3x on the Shanks card. Lowest list, other than the Japanese, 1888.88. So, I don't know, 1.5 times what it was going for. No big deal. Oh, yeah, the brand new Star Wars game. Star Wars Unlimited, Spark of the Rebellion. We now have a brand new card game. Brand new, just released. We have cards already going from 400s up to the 800s. The lowest list is the 800 near mint, and we do have near mint sales in the 800s, doubling from release. Same thing with the Emperor Palpatine card. Pre-released at $350, dropped down to $300, and now is selling in the $400 and $500 range. Low list is in the high 400s. We've got the Leia Organa card. Same thing. $200, $250 card, selling in the 600s. 600s, guys. $600 card. Brand new TCG. Here's the box, right? Everyone's worried about Pokemon boxes. Alex, we have 2- and 3-year-old boxes finally seeing some gains, but we're panicking. Everyone's got to freak out in Pokemon. Guys, this was a $90 box when it was released. It's now selling for $205. $205 box. Spark the Rebellion. Brand new TCG, over doubling, almost tripling your money here soon on Spark the Rebellion. But people are worried about Pokemon. What? Lorcana, seeing some major upticks lately. It was down to the 1-teens, has bursted back to the 140s. Same thing with the first chapter. It was down in the 160s, 170s. Climbed all the way back up to over 300. It's fallen back now in the 270s, but still, it doubled in price. Now it's given a little bit back. Big deal. One Piece, right? One Piece still crazy. OP6. Obviously, you know, pre-release started out in the 1-teens, didn't stay there long, jumped all the way up in the 240s, 250 range, still holding up in the 180s. So I don't know, if people pre-released it in the 120s and the 180s, 50% up on your money on a brand new release set. You know, One Piece 500 years in the future, OP7, not even released yet, already pre-ordering in the 190s. Guys, we are seeing money pour into TCGs like we've never seen before. Pokemon is actually getting a little less than these other TCGs are. And so in my opinion, Pokemon's got more legs to go. These All-Stars are just starting. These booster boxes are just starting, seeing how much money is in all these other TCGs and when it will make it back to Pokemon. Even the big guys. MTG, Magic the Gathering, Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Look at this one. Collection boxes, 230s. Now it's in the 312s. This set was not released too long ago. We've got Wilds of Eldraine, very new set. This set was in the high hundreds, you know, 180s, 190s. Now we're seeing sales at 230. Straight up, going straight up. We've got, I talked about the Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Legend of the Legendary Collection they released for the 25th anniversary. You know, this was literally $99 for the display. Now it's up in the 120s, literally in a few months. We've got the Rarity Collection #1, which went straight up. It's selling for $120 for a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Product. That's what's crazy. And here's even more crazy. The Rarity Collection 2, it's pre-ordering at $120. And if you guys don't know Yu-Gi-Oh! Products, this is incredibly crazy for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Product. Normally these pre-release in the 60s, 70s, maybe 80s if you're lucky. Guys, let's bring it back. We're seeing so much money pour into TCGs. There is enough money to not only keep all of these boxes afloat, right? In all of these different TCG hobbies, all of these different cards afloat, but continue to push them higher and higher and higher. And these sound like Pokemon, right? Pokemon, we get freaked out when we have $100, $200, $300 raw cards. Oh my gosh, guys, the Moonbreon is $600, $700 raw. Freak out, panic. Guys, these other hobbies have $2,000 and $3,000 raw cards, right? I mean, these new TCGs have $400, $500, $600 raw cards out of the gate. These new boxes of TCGs are going from $80 to $200. One Piece going from $100 to $200. And still we're worried about Pokemon being overextended. We're worried about Pokemon going to crash. I'll tell you one thing. For Pokemon to crash, we're going to have to see maybe Magic. Maybe Magic can hold up stronger. I don't know. But Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll have to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Crash. We'll have to see Lorcana crash. We'll have to see One Piece crash. We'll have to see brand new card games like Spark of the Rebellion, Star Wars crash. We're going to have to start seeing all these other things start to implode if Pokemon's going to have any trouble. Guys, Pokemon's at the top of the food chain. They're the biggest IP, right? Disney's up there. You got, you know, your Disney princesses. You got your Star Wars up there. You got other IPs that are strong. Nothing beats Pokemon. And so try to ease your mind. Try to look at the broadness of the TCG and collectible market when you're starting to get worried that your collectibles are actually appreciating. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. This is a normal movement of the market, right? When things are going down, it's funny. When things are going down, everything's okay, right? Everything's normal. This is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, oh yeah, things lose value in collectibles. But as soon as things go up, and as soon as they go up at just a slighter, quicker rate than people are used to, everyone panics. It's got to be too fast. You got to dump. You got to dump right now. It's the top. It's topping out. I don't see it, guys. That's my personal opinion. I'm looking at the entire TCG market as a whole, and everything is just strong. It's booming. I mean, the stock market right now, it's giving a little bit of money back, but it's still, you know, near its all-time highs. Crypto's near its all-time highs. I mean, there's just money pouring into investments right now, guys. And when you look at all these other TCGs, I wanted to touch on that. You know, you can look at these One Pieces and these Star Wars and these Lorcanas, and look, there's plays there. one thing I've talked about with these other TCGs, the newer ones, not the Magics and the Yu-Gi-Ohs, they're kind of like Pokemon. They have large print runs. It's harder to run those markets up. But with things like Star Wars, they're testing out the market. The print runs are so much smaller. And so it's very easy for an influx of customers to come in and run that market up very quickly. A lot harder than this for a Pokemon box, right? Same thing with Lorcana, right? I mean, Lorcana is still newer. The print runs are still low enough to where a lot of people can rush in and run those prices up. Same thing goes with One Piece. These pre-releases, people can rush in and run the prices up because Bandai refuses to print more product. And if they're not going to do that, take advantage of it. There is plays to be made there. You can literally buy in at release, pre-release, run it up, sell out, make easy 50 to 100% gains. So those plays are there. Personally, I don't see those prices like lasting forever. I don't see Star Wars TCG being a $200 box forever. I think they'll reprint. I think some of the newness will wear off and some of the easy money and free tendies will wear off. But that's my opinion. So take it for what you will, guys. I just think the market's strong. I think we're looking good. I think Pokemon's looking good. I don't think the alt arts, rising back to some not even at their year highs, some near their year highs, some passing their 1 year highs. Some of the boxes seeing all-time highs, but rising pretty normally, 20, 30%, pretty normal for a bull run. I just don't see anything to be worried about. But hey, that's one guy's opinion. You got to do with your money what you think is best. And I'm just here to help show a little data, make it a little easier along the way. So my name's Alex. This is Nostalgianomics. Hope you guys have a happy Saturday. I'll be back here in a new one soon. I'm out.